Level 1. The background performer. You are 22 years old standing in a parking lot in Nuys. It is 5 a.m. You are wearing clothes that are not yours. The costume is from the 1940s. A military uniform that smells like mothballs and someone else's sweat. You are extra number 47. You will die today. On camera. For $100. You moved to Los Angeles 3 months ago. You drove from Arizona in a truck that died 2 weeks after you arrived. You live in North Hollywood with 4 roommates. Your bedroom is a converted dining room with a curtain for a door. You can hear everything. You learn to sleep through noise. You have no health insurance. You have $800 in your bank account. You pay $450 for rent. You eat at food trucks and 99-cent stores. You are hungry most of the time. Not starving. Just always a little hungry. You learn that hunger is just background noise. You were a college athlete. Wrestling and gymnastics. You were good but not good enough for the Olympics. Not good enough for anything except this. Standing in a parking lot pretending to be a soldier. You are directed to fall when the explosion happens. You practice the fall 3 times. A stunt coordinator watches. He does not give you notes. He just nods. You do not know if this is good or bad. The explosion is loud. Louder than you expected. The concussion hits your chest. You fall. You hit the ground hard. Your shoulder takes the impact. You stay down. The director yells cut. You stand up. Your shoulder hurts. You do not mention it. Mentioning it means you do not get called back. You do 6 more takes. By the 4th take you are falling on the same shoulder. By the 6th it is numb. You are paid in cash at the end of the day. 5 20s. You fold them and put them in your pocket. You drove to set. You drive home. Your shoulder throbs all night. You ice it. You take gas station ibuprofen. You do not see a doctor. Doctors cost money. The shoulder heals crooked. It will hurt for the rest of your life. Every time it rains. Every time you sleep wrong. You are 22 and you already have an injury that will never fully heal. You meet another background performer. His name is Marcus. He has been doing this for 2 years. He tells you about stunt training gyms. He tells you that if you are serious, you need skills. Fighting. Falls. Driving. Fire. You need to be useful. Background dies once. Stunt performers die 100 times. You find a stunt gym in Sun Valley. The gym is in a warehouse. Crash mats and rigging. A driving course outside. The trainer is a man named Ray. He is 50 and walks with a limp. He asks what you can do. You tell him wrestling and gymnastics. He says, "Show me." You demonstrate a flip. He watches without expression. He asks if you can take a punch. You say yes. He hits you. Not hard. But real. You do not flinch. He nods. He says training is $200 a month. You cannot afford it. You ask if you can work it off. He thinks. He says you can clean the mats and help with setup. You agree. You train for nights a week. You learn high falls. Ratchet pulls. Fight choreography. You learn that falling is a skill. Landing is a skill. Making it look real while staying safe is the entire job. You break your wrist learning a fall. You land wrong. You hear the crack. Ray drives you to an urgent care. The bill is $1,200. You pay in installments. Your wrist is in a cast for 6 weeks. You cannot train. You cannot work. You survive on credit cards and the kindness of roommates. When the cast comes off, you go back to training. Ray does not ask if you are ready. He just points to the mat. You train until your wrist forgets it was broken. Almost. Level 2. The stunt performer. You are 25 years old with your SAG card. You joined the union by getting 3 vouchers on union jobs. It took 18 months. The card costs $3,000 in initiation fees. You pay it with a credit card at 19% interest. The card is a passport. It means you are professional. It means nothing and everything. You work as utility stunts. You are the guy who jumps through a window. Who gets hit by a car. Who falls off a building onto a crash pad. You are every generic bad guy who dies in the background. Your face is never seen. That is the job. You make $900 a day as a stunt performer. More if there are adjustments. Height. Fire. Water. Each adds money. A high fall from 30 feet pays $1,500. You do 3 in 1 month. Your body hurts in ways you do not have names for. You work on a cop show. A procedural that shoots 22 episodes a year. You double for various criminals and cops. You get punched and shot and thrown through glass. The glass is sugar glass. It still cuts sometimes. You have scars on your arms that look like scratches. Each one is a window you went through. You are hit by a car for a commercial. The car is going 20 miles per hour. You are on a wire that pulls you up and over. The timing is precise. You rehearse it 6 times. On the 7th take, the wire release is slow. You hit the hood. Your ribs crack. You feel it. You do not say anything. You finish the take. The director is happy. You are paid $2,500. You go to urgent care after wrap. 3 broken ribs. You are out of work for 4 weeks. You meet someone at a coffee shop. Her name is Claire. She is a production assistant. She works the same insane hours you do. You date for 6 months. It is good until it is not. She asks you to stop taking the dangerous jobs. You tell her this is your job. She says there are other jobs. You do not know how to explain that this is the only thing you are good at. She leaves. You let her go. You are hired as a double for an actor on a mid-budget action film. The actor is known but not famous. You look similar enough. Same build. Same height. You wear his costume and do his fights and his falls. He gets the credit. You get $5,000 for 2 weeks. You see the movie in a theater. You watch yourself fight for 3 minutes. The actor's face is digitally placed over yours in some shots. In others, it is just the back of your head. You are invisible and essential. You buy a used Toyota. The car is old but it runs. Having a car means you can get to set. Most jobs are in Santa Clarita or Simi Valley or some ranch in the middle of nowhere. Call times are 6 a.m. You leave at 4:30 a.m. You drive an hour. You risk your life. You drive home. You do it again. You train constantly. Fight choreography. Wire work. Driving. You learn to do a car cannon roll. The car flips 3 times. You are strapped inside. The world spins. You are upside down and then not. You climb out through the window. Your head is ringing. You smile and give a thumbs up. This is the job. You do not show weakness. You are 28 years old when you realize your body is breaking down faster than it heals. Your shoulder. Your wrist. Your ribs. Your back. You take ibuprofen like vitamins. You ice every night. You stretch every morning. You are managing damage. Not preventing it. Just managing. Level 3. The Stunt Coordinator's Assistant. You are 30 years old working under a coordinator named Tom. Tom has been in the business for 25 years. He has coordinated action on movies you watched as a kid. He hires you because you are reliable and cheap. You make $1,500 a week. It is the most stable money you have ever made. You help design action sequences. You build previews. You hire performers. You manage schedules and safety meetings. You are learning the other side. The planning side. How action is built in pre-production and executed on set. You work on a superhero film. A big one. $200 million budget. The action is complex. Wire rigs and explosives and car chases. You coordinate 40 stunt performers over a 4-month shoot. You are on set 14 hours a day. You sleep 5 hours a night. You gain 30 pounds from craft services and no time to work out. A stunt goes wrong. A performer misses the pad on a high fall. He lands on concrete. His leg breaks. The sound is wet and loud. You are the first one there. You call for medics. You hold his hand while he screams. The ambulance takes him. Production shuts down for the day. You file the accident report. Your hands shake while you type. The performer sues production. The insurance company investigates. You are interviewed. You tell them the truth. The rigging was correct. The performer mistimed the jump. It was an accident. The case settles. The performer never works again. You see him sometimes at the gym. He limps. He does not talk to you. You do not blame him. You start dating a makeup artist. Her name is Jenna. She understands the job. She works the same long days. You see each other on set. You go home together. It works for a year. Then she gets a job on a show shooting in New Mexico. Long term. She asks you to come. You cannot. You have a job here. She goes. You text for a month. Then you stop. Distance kills slowly. Tom has a heart attack on set. He survives. He is 55 and the doctor tells him to retire. He does not. He comes back after 6 weeks. He is slower. More cautious. You take on more responsibility. You run second unit action. You coordinate fights. You are doing his job while he keeps the title. You are hurt during a test. You are demonstrating a fall for a performer. You do not warm up properly. You land wrong. Your ankle rolls. It swells immediately. You sit with ice and finish the day. The ankle does not heal right. It is weak now. You wear a brace. You do not perform stunts anymore. You only coordinate. Your performing career is over at 33. You did not choose this. Your body chose for you. Level 4. The Stunt Coordinator. You are 35 years old and you are the coordinator on a streaming action series. 10 episodes. Your fee is $8,000 per episode. It is the most money you have made. You have a crew of 15. You are responsible for every piece of action. Every punch. Every crash. Every explosion. You work 16-hour days in prep. You design sequences. You hire performers. You attend production meetings. You talk to directors who do not understand action. You explain what is possible. What is safe? What is movie magic versus what is real? You cast a young performer. He is 23 and hungry. He reminds you of yourself. You train him. A director wants a stunt you know is unsafe. A motorcycle jump over a moving car. The variables are too many. You say no. The director goes to the producer. The producer calls you. You explain the risks. The producer says make it safe or we will find someone who will. You make it safe. Barely. The stunt works. You do not sleep the night before. You watch every variable. The performer lands it. You exhale. You were right to be afraid. You are on set in Louisiana for 3 months. You live in a hotel. You eat hotel food. You do not know what city you are in sometimes. You call it the job site because the specifics do not matter. Every location is the same. Trailers and cameras and waiting. You meet someone at a bar near the hotel. She is local. She does not know what you do. You tell her you work in film. You do not explain. You see her for the 3 months you are there. It is easy and temporary. When you wrap, you exchange numbers. You never call. She does not either. It was just something to fill the time. Your father dies. Heart attack. You are on set when you get the call. You finish the day. You fly home for the funeral. You are gone for 3 days. You miss 2 shoot days. The producer is understanding. You are not. You see your mother. She has aged. You barely recognize her. You have not been home in for years. She does not blame you. That makes it worse. You return to set. You work. Work is easier than grief. Work is concrete. Grief is formless. You bury yourself in the schedule. The show is successful. You are nominated for an award. Best Stunt Coordination. You do not win. You attend the ceremony in a rented tux. You sit with your crew. When your category is announced, you applaud for the winner. You mean it. The winner is good. Better politics. Better connections. This is how it works. You are 38 years old when you realize you have no personal life. No partner. No hobbies. No friends outside the industry. You work and sleep. That is the rhythm. You tell yourself you will slow down after the next job. You do not slow down. The next job is always there. Level 5. The Action Director. You are 41 years old directing second unit on a major franchise film. Second unit is all action. No dialogue. Just the chases and fights and explosions. You have a crew of 60. Your budget for action is $15 million. You are making a small movie inside a big movie. You shoot for 40 days. You direct car chases through practical locations. You shoot fights in a warehouse for a week. You coordinate a helicopter chase that uses real helicopters. The insurance is $200,000 for 1 day. You get the shots. You do not waste a second. You make $150,000 for the job. It is the most you have ever made on one project. You pay off debt. You buy a small house in the valley. 2 bedrooms. A yard. You live there alone. The house is empty most of the time. You are on location more than you are home. You hire your former assistant. He is ready to coordinate. You give him his first credit. You teach him what Tom taught you. The cycle continues. You are proud of this. You are building a lineage. The main unit director does not understand action. He is an indie director hired for tone. You have to shoot around his weaknesses. You give him coverage. You give him options. In the edit, they use 90% of your footage. The action is the best part of the movie. The reviews say this. Your name is not mentioned. The director gets the credit. You are used to this. You are injured on set. Demonstrating a fall for an actor. You are 43. You should not be demonstrating. Your ankle gives out. The weak one. You fall badly. You tear your ACL. Surgery. 6 months of physical therapy. You direct from a wheelchair for 2 months. No one asks if you are okay. They ask when you will be back. You come back early. You date a script supervisor. It lasts 8 months. She wants you to meet her family. You agree. You cancel 3 times because of work. She stops asking. She stops calling. You barely notice until she is gone. You are asked to direct a full-action film. A low-budget DTV movie. You will be the main director. No second unit. Just you. The budget is $3 million. Your fee is $75,000. You say yes. This is the step up. Level 6. The director. You are 45 years old directing an action film. The script is bad. The budget is low. The schedule is 18 days. You shoot 8 pages a day. You work 18-hour days. You lose 15 pounds. You do not sleep. You run on coffee and adrenaline. The film is released direct to streaming. It gets mediocre reviews. The action is praised. The story is not. You are hired to direct another. Same budget. Same schedule. You do 4 of these over 3 years. You are a hired gun. You are good at what you do. What you do is make cheap action movies. You are offered a studio film. A real one. Theatrical release. $60 million budget. Your fee is $500,000. You take it. This is the dream. This is what you have been working toward. The studio interferes constantly. They recut your action. They add CGI over practical stunts. They test the film and reshoot based on focus groups. The final product is not your film. It is a committee's film. The film underperforms. You are blamed. The studio does not hire you again. You are 50 years old and your career peaks and declines in the same moment. You go back to second unit work. Coordinating. Teaching. You are okay with this. Mostly. The directing dream is over. You are a specialist again. Your body is failing. 2 knee surgeries. Shoulder surgery. Chronic back pain. You walk with a slight limp. You are on pain medication. Prescribed. You manage it carefully. You know performers who did not. Some are dead. Some are worse. You mentor young coordinators. You give them work. You teach them. You are doing what Tom did. What Ray did. Passing it forward. This matters more than the credits. You tell yourself this. Level 7. The legend. You are 55 years old. You have 120 film credits. You are known in the industry. Younger coordinators ask your advice. You give it. You are invited to speak on panels. You talk about safety and evolution. You are respected. You are also expensive. Work slows down. You take a consulting job on a Marvel film. You are not coordinating. Just consulting. Advising. You make $200,000 for 6 weeks of work. You sit in meetings. You give notes. You are honored and obsolete. Your knees are bone on bone. You need replacements. Both of them. You have the surgery. Recovery is 6 months. You are 57. You come back diminished. You cannot demonstrate. You can barely walk. You direct from a chair. You write a book about stunt work. the history, the craft, the safety. It is published by a small press. It sells modestly. You do a book tour. 6 cities. Small audiences. People who care about the craft. You sign books and tell stories. This is your legacy. You are alone. No family. No partner. You have acquaintances. People you worked with. They call sometimes. Mostly they do not. You are old news. The industry moves young. You attend a stunt awards show. You receive a Lifetime Achievement Award. You stand on stage. You look at the audience. Faces you know. Faces you do not. You thank everyone. You mean it. You also know this award means your career is over. They give lifetime awards to people who are done. You sit in your house. The house in the valley. You have lived there for 15 years. It is still mostly empty. You never furnished it properly. Never had time. Never had reason. You sit and your body aches. Every old injury reports. The shoulder. The wrist. The ribs. The ankle. The knees. You are a map of violence. You are 62 years old when you realize you gave everything to an industry that forgot you. Your body. Your relationships. Your life. You have money. You have respect. You have nothing else. You train young performers sometimes. In your garage. The way Ray did. You do not charge. You just teach. You show them falls and fights. You tell them to save their money. To have a backup plan. They nod. They do not listen. You did not listen either. Level 8. The consultant. You are 65 years old and you do not work regularly anymore. You consult on insurance. On safety. You review action sequences for liability. You make decent money. You work from home. Your body cannot handle sets anymore. You attend a Stunt Hall of Fame induction. You are being inducted. You stand with 5 others. All old. All broken. You accept the honor. You pose for photos. You see the young performers watching. They see legends. You see survivors. You have a heart attack. A mild one. You survive. The doctor tells you to reduce stress. You laugh. Stress is not the problem. The problem is 40 years of impacts. The problem is a body that was used up and thrown away. You mentor one last coordinator. A young woman. She is talented and smart. You teach her everything. You make sure she understands the business. The politics. The reality. She listens. She is good. You are proud. It is the last good thing you do. Level 9. The teacher. You are 70 years old teaching at a stunt school. You cannot demonstrate. You can only describe. You tell stories. You show videos. You explain the evolution. How it was. How it is. How it should be. The students are young and eager. They want to be you. They want the credits and the respect. You tell them the truth. Most of them will be broken by 40. Most of them will be forgotten by 50. They do not believe you. You did not believe either. You live in the same house. You have been there for 30 years. It is paid off. It is still mostly empty. You do not need much. You watch movies. You see the action. You see your influence. You see your legacy in every fall and fight. You are in every stunt even when you are not. Your body barely works. Wheelchair sometimes. Walker others. You are in constant pain. The medication helps. Not enough. You endure. You receive a call from the young woman you mentored. She is coordinating a major film. She wants you to consult. You say yes. You go to set in a wheelchair. You watch. You give notes. You are honored and humiliated. Honored to be asked. Humiliated to be helpless. You are there when it happens. A stunt goes wrong. A fall. The performer misses the pad. Just like before. Just like always. You watch. You are too far away to stop it. The performer is hurt. Bad. Ambulance. Lawsuit. The cycle continues. You go home. You sit in your house. You think about all the stunts. All the falls. All the injuries. Yours and others. You gave your body. Others gave theirs. For what? For movies people watch once and forget. For action scenes that last 3 minutes. Level 10. The Ghost. You are 75 years old and you do not leave the house much. Your body does not allow it. You watch movies on streaming services. You see action you helped create. You see your students' work. You are in every frame and in none. You are called for an interview. A documentary about stunt work. You agree. They film you in your house. You tell your story. The documentary is released. You watch it once. You see yourself. Old and broken. You see the truth in your eyes. You gave everything. It was not worth it. You do not say this in the documentary. But it is there. You die at 78. Heart failure. Complications from a lifetime of impacts. Your body simply stops. You die alone in the house. A neighbor finds you after 2 days. The funeral is small. Some old performers. Some students. The young coordinator you mentored speaks. She talks about your legacy. Your contribution. Your sacrifice. She means it. It does not change that you died alone. Forgotten by the industry you built. Your obituary runs in trade publications. They list your credits. They call you a pioneer. They are right. Pioneers die in the wilderness. That is what pioneers do. Somewhere in Van Nuys, a 22-year-old stands in a parking lot at 5 a.m. He is wearing a costume. He is extra number 47. He will die today on camera for $100. He was a college athlete. He has no backup plan. He has a broken shoulder and a dream. He wants to be a stunt performer. He wants the credits and the respect. He has no idea what the climb will cost. He has no idea about the injuries and the loneliness and the way the industry will use his body and forget his name. But he will learn. One fall at a time. And the cycle continues.